particularly with the way the economy's going. I'm thinking differently about how I'm spending. Hi everyone! Sometimes, myself included, when we are considering bags, it's really easy to get distracted by the latest colours and styles that come out in different collections. So for example, even though you can't get it in the UK, not from what I've seen, in the new winter collection from Chanel, there are loads of classic flaps, Chanel 19 bags, and they are in the most amazing, beautiful, iridescent colours. And if I saw one, which I haven't, and by the way, there's a vlog at the end of this, and I've got something really interesting to tell you about Chanel and Dior in relation to that bag. Obviously not Dior, because it's not Dior, but it's really easy to be distracted and to end up seeing a bag that is in your favourite shade of pink or your favourite shade of blue, or it's in iridescent gold, and you see it and it catches your eye and it's beautiful and it looks great on the shelf, and then you get it home, it still looks fantastic, but after a few weeks you come to realise at best it's a summer bag. But even in summer, it's really hard to work in with an outfit. And this is why I think it is so important, if you are going to buy a bag, whether you're adding to your collection or whether you are starting a collection, or as I've said, if you just want one bag in your whole life, get it in black. So I have 5 of what I think are the best basic bags to own. The first is from Goyard. I have Chanel, by the way, I've got Dior, but I wanted to kick off with this because I think this is a brand that isn't very popular on social media. If you want a really good quality designer bag, but you don't want a Dior logo or a Chanel logo, these are really good, and the price point is reasonable as well. There are some bags where they're stupid money, like Chanel. Some of their bags are now way over £5,000, whereas with this was under 2,000. This was around about, from memory, £1,500, £1,600, which, as these bags go, I hate to say it, but as these bags go, that's really as cheap as we're going now. The prices have gone mad. This is the Saigon bag. It comes in multiple sizes. This is the smaller size, or the mini size, and you can get it structured or non-structured, and this is the non-structured version. Why should you get this in black? Well, first of all, in Goyard, the way it works, they have their core colours that they stick to, and all of them have got this, this is hand painted, it's 3D, hand painted on their own monogram. To go for a colour, the colours cost more. The black versions don't cost any more. And I find that interesting because for me, the black version is the most classic, it's the most durable, it's going to go with pretty much all outfits. Some of their other colours, depending on how you dress, I think would be quite difficult to style. Speaking of Chanel, I've got 2 things from Chanel, and I cannot stress enough why, in my opinion. Feel free to disagree and feel free to say in the comments if you agree, if you don't agree, or if any of you have got personal experience of this, whether good or bad, you know, just please share it. In my opinion, these bags, in retrospect, unless you've got a collection and you already have them in black and you have your eye caught or your head turned by one of these in a unique colour, if you only want one bag, get it in black. And I think you might find that getting the classics in black is actually not as easy as it used to be. And that's what I've got interesting to tell you at the end of this video, because I was told something in Chanel the other day and I was mind blown. It was really interesting to know. Now, the other reason why I'm showing you this is from a price point, with the exception of one Chanel that I'm going to show you, which is like ridiculous money in my opinion. This bag is still at a price that I feel is reasonable for Chanel. So that Goyard bag was around about, let's say, 1,600. This bag is currently £3,070, which for Chanel, if you think about it, the size small, the next one up from this, is over £5,000. There's quite a big gap there between the mini and the small size. And I've done a review on this before, and you can fit as much in this bag as you can in the small size, because the small has got all those flaps going on. This bag, incidentally, that took me 18 months to get, and I managed to get it back in April or May this year. I think the reason why I got it is because of COVID. As I say, I've been trying to get that for years, and I went into Chanel a couple of months back, and my essay said I managed to get one and I've put it aside for you. And in the black colour, in Harrods at least, you're lucky if they get sort of 1 or 2 every few months in black. They sometimes have them in colours. Well, I think that I got that because of COVID, because it's still really quiet in Harrods, like super quiet. There is not the tourism, and certainly back in the spring we got let out of lockdown in the March, and yeah, I think I got it in the April, and that, I think that's the only reason why I got it, because I don't think there was the custom at the time. Another brand that actually I don't think it matters on the shape of the bag in this instance, like with some of these brands, I think that you have to get the brand right and for it to be iconic, for it to end up being like a classic bag for you. But with Saint Laurent, I really feel that you are pretty much safe with any of their styles, and I think it comes down to this iconic logo. Also, Saint Laurent, from my belief, they aren't a brand like Chanel or Dior that have got a constant shape in their lineup. In other words, it's not like the Lady Dior that's been around since 95. It's not like the classic flap that's been around since 1983, or the reissue, which has been around since 1955. With Saint Laurent, they seem to come up with bags that the shape of them is very classic. Only get these in black though. I have one in red, which I adore, and I'm glad I bought it. I also have one in white. But the only reason why I bought those 2 colours is because I already had a Saint Laurent in black, and I've got a couple of Saint Laurent bags in black. They are the ones that I grab for most. And then the final 2, if you are saving and aspiring to own a bag, or if you if you've got the money now saved and you want to go and buy something, don't get swayed by the colours. It's these 2. I'm going to start with this. This obviously you can get in different sizes. This is the mini size. It goes with so much. Now, I personally like silver hardware, but even if you get it in the gold isn't deep yellow gold, it's like quite a champagne-y. Get it in black. Get it in lambskin. One of you said to me the other day, I want to buy a Lady Dior, I want it to be my only Lady Dior, shall I get it in ultra matte? In my opinion, no. Even if you're going to go for the ultra matte in black, get it in the classic, because I think there will come a time where that ultra matte will be discontinued, and that matte thing will end up being a trend that looks a bit dated, and you'll think, I wish that I just bought this. Plus as well, the non-ultra matte version's cheaper. And then finally, if you're going to go and get the small, medium or large, which I personally wouldn't buy those bags now because of the price. I'd have to really like a bag from any brand to spend over £5,000 on it now. I'd have to really have my head turned. I'd have to be thinking about that bag every night and dreaming about it and wanting it months later to even think about spending the money, because £5,000 now, in my opinion, is crazy, particularly with the way the economy's going. I'm thinking differently about how I'm spending. Although I love the bags, I'm so glad that I bought this when I did, because this is over 6,000 and I wouldn't spend that now on it. Anyway, let's go to the vlog. Hey everyone, welcome to another vlog. And in this vlog, I don't really know what I'm gonna do in it, because I've just parked up now and I'm gonna go and get my hair done. Then after that, and I'm not gonna film the hair bit because sometimes I think it's boring. I'm thinking, depending on what time that finishes, well, I'm here, I'm right, the hairdresser's right near Harrods. Maybe I'll go and have a quick look round, see what's going on, because a lot of the new collections, when I went in a few weeks ago, so many of the new collections in Chanel and in Dior,
In Dior they weren't even in at the time. In Chanel there was a couple of items, but really not much. I actually do want to have a look in Saint Laurent because there's a pair of trousers that I've seen online and they seem to be sold out in my size online everywhere. I'm gonna go and try them on because they might be gross. So let's go. Nice autumn day in London. Nice and sunny. There's like a tiny bit of a chill in the air, an autumn chill. But yeah, very nice, very quiet. There's one of those private gardens. You know, I told you that a lot of the houses along the edges of the squares, they have their own communal gardens that they all pay towards, and they have a special access key that gets them in. Which is quite nice, I guess. Probably is quite nice, actually. Going for a walk. Oh, I'm actually in Marylebone. I've come to Marylebone and I've seen this nice hat shop and look at it round here. So pretty. So I just went for lunch down there in that place that I showed you. And that place is pretty cool. It's like an organic supermarket, but you pick what you want. Like there's cakes on display and you pick what you want and then you can go and sit and eat. How cool was that shop? That is called Pharmacy, I think, for anyone who wants to know. Right, let's discuss this bit of the vlog. I am in Harrods at this particular point. I didn't actually film any talking because I had to be a bit covert on this day, and normally I get to film in Dior as well, only you'll see at the end of this. By the way, I'm going to show you some of the new Dior bags in the collection that hasn't even come out yet. And that, for a while now, I feel that those bags are fresh, they're different. I feel that for a while, the bags from Dior have been a bit same old same, but the new ones coming out are really pretty. So keep watching for a few moments where I'll show you that. There's not much, and I've got something so interesting to tell you, as I mentioned earlier towards the end of this video about this. Something that in a way is quite shocking and I think is quite telling maybe of the direction we're going in with the economy. But you look at the belts there were very limited sizes, very limited designs, and a lot of the items out on display have been there for quite a while. For example, the kind of maroony pink colour and the purple, I saw these a couple of weeks ago. You know, normally the stock turnover is quite quick. I was also told that they are deliberately holding back stock because they don't have lots of it and they don't want it all to sell out at once, so they're releasing it bit at a time, which I was quite surprised about. just was in Chanel, can't really show you that much, but I'm gonna go into YSL now and have a look at these trousers. This is mind-blowing. Everyone, exactly the same as Dior and Chanel. I went into Saint Laurent, they had limited stock. I asked about the trousers, they don't have them, they can't even get hold of them. There was very, very little going on in here. Hey, just waiting for Enrique. He's just finishing with another customer at the moment, and I've popped into Dior because, you know, the new collection, what is it, the winter collection, was kind of pre-released last week, so samples were shown to some customers, and they're now taking deposits with a view to the collection coming out at the end of this month. And I really want to know what the bags look like, because I've seen this is one of the bags from the collection, and I'd love to see it in real life, but that's the only bag I've seen so far, and I want to see the other ones that they've got. I'm back. Shall I show you what I bought and then talk to you about this? Well, I think it's quite interesting. There was nothing there. Actually, I'm going to start with what I was told before I show you this. In the last vlog that I did, can't remember when, you might realise that the vlog was actually not very long and there was not much to show you. And I was told at the time, oh, come back in a couple of weeks, because this was from every brand, by the way, Louis Vuitton, Dior, Chanel. Come back in a few weeks because the collections, although they've launched, we don't have the first drops of them yet, or they're not coming through, or they haven't come through. So 2 weeks later, yesterday, assuming 2 weeks later there was going to be stuff there, there was nothing. Now here's the interesting thing. In Dior, they had nothing when I last went in, and when I went in again, they had nothing again. And everything that they have got has kind of been there a long time. There's nothing fresh that has come through when I looked. And I was told that the newest collection, that the first wave is going to be through end of October. But to let you know, it's in my opinion, Dior and Harrods has been threadbare for a while. You know, there's not been much in there. Then I went into Chanel. This is the crazy thing. So I went and had a look around in there. Shelves! I was looking at the shelves, and it kind of looked like on a lot of the shelves they'd spaced the bags out to take up more room. But compared to previous years where they'd really crammed the shelves full, there wasn't that much, and the things that were there I actually saw a couple of weeks ago, and it's like they hadn't been sold. And also, you know, the iridescent bags that are in the new collection, there was none of that, nothing at all. I haven't actually seen, I didn't even see any of that the last time I went. Furthermore, when it comes to the ready to wear, there were a few bits that were in. All the rest of it was what was left of the spring summer collection. And I was told in Chanel something quite interesting, which is that the reason why the winter collection hasn't really come through has also got a part to play in the fact that apparently Harrods actually haven't ordered much from that collection. So normally what happens is the full collection will be shown to like a retailer like Harrods, and they'll pick through it and they'll decide to buy in what they think is going to sell. And apparently because of COVID, they decided that they weren't going to buy in lots, because in the last collection lots ended up in the sale because it didn't sell because of a drop in tourism. I also think because of the economy and the way the economy is going. I think a lot of us are thinking more before we buy now, because I think, hold on to yourself everyone, I think it's going to get rocky. But that's why there was nothing. One of my favourite collections each year is the Coco Neige collection, which is the snow collection, and that's coming out at the end of October. And there were a few things that I was interested in looking at, and the lady I was talking to said, well, I'll try, but she said, I don't even think Harrods are going to order in a lot of this stuff. I think there's going to be a few bits, and people on wish lists will get it first. So crazy
really crazy, and I think it's really worrying what's going to go on with the economy. Forget luxury, but it's interesting to see how the economy is having an effect on the luxury industry and on luxury sales. You can definitely see it. There are less items being bought in. One thing I did purchase was from the Chanel makeup counter, and the first thing is this CC cream, which I'm glad that I got a tester of it and not the real thing, because I tell you what my problem is with the CC cream. They don't have any colours. They've got like 5 skin tones, and none of them, like look at that, it's too pale. None of them, and it's pink tone as well. They just, yeah, none of them really worked. But I wanted like a CC cream because, you know, I hate wearing foundation. Like I haven't got any on at the moment, I've just got bronzing powder. And I can only do that because I had laser several months ago now, and it really works wonders for your skin, but eventually that will wear off. And the other things that I got are something that I think some of you will really like, and they're quite affordable as well. It's in this box. You wait until you see. Look at this. It is perfect for your bag. It's a makeup brush for your powder, and this was around about £30, I think. But I've got a tiny mini version of a By Terry kabuki brush, which is cool. But on days where I'm taking a slightly bigger bag, I would appreciate something bigger that I can just, you know, touch up powder with. And then the other thing I got, which is this. Funny, isn't it? This was one of those things that sold out as soon as they got released. Now you can buy them in abundance. It is this hand cream, which I think is really nice. And you can get 3 types. This is the richer texture. There is then a thinner texture. And there is one in a black container, which is anti-aging. Anyway, that's everything. Bit of a chatty video. Hope you've enjoyed that. And for any of you looking to buy your first bag, I really do think that whole buy a black bag thing is just the best thing to do, and I hope that's helped you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.